Video chart presentation of BioDelivery Sciences International. It's a NASDAQ capital market stock, trading our ticker BDSI. The stock came up on a scan looking for stocks that are moving out of oversold territory. I thought it was interesting to note it's holding right on top of that 200-day moving average. And that point doesn't really tie into a whole lot of static support, but with the rotation on Friday, looks like a little bit of momentum trying to come into this play. So I'm going to watch for it to hold that 200-day and see if it has a rise in it to go up here and challenge some resistance points. As the stock price sits on support, MACD histogram trending back towards zero. So I'd be looking for the bullish cross, the 12 through the 26. This is basically into a PPO ADX pinch formation. ADX getting up relatively high, about ready to break through 50. Positive and negative DIs in nice positions for a reversal. And if this ADX starts to flatten itself out and curl down, that's what I'm looking for as a setup for an initial bounce off that support. Now the other indicators, obviously the stock's been getting beaten down. MFI is down very low, just says people are paying cheaper prices for the stock. From a broad perspective, accumulation distribution still in a nice uptrend, but I will be looking for it to try and come through that area and make some new highs. Shaking money flow had been in the green for the better part of 9 months, saying buying pressure is outweighing selling pressure, but of course with the big sell-off has dipped below. Now I'll be looking for it to break back above zero. CCI holding right around negative 100. That's a look bottom feeders like to see. CCI is basically a gauge of price trends. In this case, it's based on the 20-period mean. Down around negative 100, it's trading well below its mean. Full stow in oversold territory. Trix is plunged back below zero, not getting too much from either one of those indicators. As I mentioned in the beginning, this is why it came up on a scan. RSI is coming out of oversold territory. It's a nice look for a bounce, or a technical correction as some people might want to call it. Now you can see through here that the 200-day is acting as dynamic support, but that support level realistically was up a little bit higher, that 426 up into 454, and that's now going to serve as a resistance point. This price per share is going to try and take on some upward pressure. I call it a secondary point. I would think that this area around 525 is going to be a much tougher resistance area. That's still, though, a very nice gain from where it is at 426 to add almost $1 a share. That's pushing 25% to go up and challenge that first main point of resistance. Now, if it can't hold this 200-day, the chart will be taking on a very bearish look, and I'd say that there's a possibility it's going to come all the way back down to this bottom, just over top of $3. So that's why for me it's important for it to hold this spot, try and take on a little bit more volume. 220,000 shares trade on Friday. That's about average for it. But I'm looking for signs that people are seeing this as a buying opportunity off this 200-day. So I want to see volume pick back up and to really see it try and move fast through 450. As I mentioned many times, it's this technical look at the stock. I have no idea fundamentally what went on, why this fell from around $7 all the way down to just over top of $4 in about a month and a half. But I do know that the 200-day can act as a very strong area of support. And for that reason, I'm going to keep it on radar to see where it goes from here. As always, merely my interpretation of the BDSI chart. Thank you for watching and trade smart.